Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be unboxing this new Nintendo Switch. Now, as you may see back here, I have a console already. This is my dad's console. The reason I'm unboxing on a camera is because I didn't really do much on YouTube when I got this, so I didn't unbox it on camera. So we'll do this console on camera. As you can see, Dad got the gray version instead of the red and blue version. So let's get started. On the front of the box, you have the setup instructions, and it opens this way. You have the tablet portion. Then on the back, you have your stand and air ports. On the bottom is the USB. I'll just take this out. On the bottom is the Type-C port for docking and charging. On the top, you have the game slot. I won't open it now. The headphone port, the vent, the exhaust, and then the on-off and volume buttons. On the front, you've got the speakers and the screen. This is the right controller. You can probably see it better if I take the red one off my console. They're exactly the same. The only thing that's different hardware-wise is the consoles themselves, because there's a new revision of the Switch. I dropped the bag on the floor. And then this is the left controller. And then under this bit of cardboard, we have a fan going in here, so that's why the plastic goes everywhere. Under that bit of cardboard, you have a dock, nicely wrapped in both bubble wrap and foam. Then a useless safety guide. It just talks about motion sickness, epilepsy, and stuff like that. The actual quick start guide is on the front. Then this is the grip. And I don't think many people use this. They just hold the Joy-Cons separately. And then on the side, then at the sides of the grip, you have your straps. And then here you've got a HDMI cable. And the AC adapter, which you can either plug directly into the game console with the Type-C, or plug the same port into the back of the dock. You can buy extras of these, and you don't have to use the official Nintendo parts. So that's the components in the box that come with your console, except for the second console. And the AC adapter has a pretty sizable wall wart. And then on the other end is just Type-C. So next is to turn on the console and set it up for the first time. So on this console, as you can see, my dad is already up here with his Mii. Open the settings. You can actually do a transfer, and I think it should prompt for that on setup. And it should have a mild charge in it already. This one feels like more matte, whereas the other one's glossy. So if I press on the tablet, let's see. So now it's asking for the controller. And should start the nice startup intro. And the reason they make you put the controllers on is so that it pairs them in so it can do that cool animation. So we're in English, the Americas. Nobody reads the EULA network. I just bring this to the side to put in the network password. It says it's connecting. The router's right there, thingy. And it's still pinging back and forth. This is taking longer. Jump cut. Okay, we finally got this thing to connect to the internet. And then I gotta select the time zone. Would you like to connect to a TV? Not right now. Detach the controllers. So I'm just gonna put them right back on. I'll leave them on for right now. Now it says a user will be added. Let's see what it says. Okay, so here it is. So you can create new or import from another console. We're gonna pull it in from another console. We still have it. Will you keep using the previous console? Yes. Okay, now Dad needs to put in his account. Okay, we've come back. The console had to do an update. We go through that again. Okay. I still have the console, and and I will still use it. So that's where you put in your Nintendo password. So here's the old console. Not the old console, but my console. So if I go to settings so to do the transfer, you go to settings, users, transfer, next. To put in the number. Transferring users. This is the source. I want to transfer Dad's account right there. The following will be transferred for Dad's username, user information, and save data. Okay, so we're going to... So it would have prompted me to plug the cord in, because I have the cord plugged in. This user will be added. Hit OK. The user has been added. So I guess it's skip. You can skip switch online for now.
Okay. I mean, I'll need to be able to get back to that.
Yeah, you can just do it from the eShop.
Okay.
Okay, it seems like we've completed the setup before actually doing the transfer, so I'll have to do those same steps in the console. So this one has a blank home screen and Dad's icon. So settings, users, transfer data, yes. Please connect the cord. Where to put the cord? So, actually, I have to move this. So this is the target. Oh, of course.
What in the world?
Yeah, to do the transfer, you have to sign in. Okay, so since we already linked Dad's Nintendo account to the other console, the thing is under Data Management, transfer your save data. And I want to send data to another console.
Do I need to hit OK over here?
Yes. What kind of data does... Just look at the... Little. I don't think you have any data on this console, so we don't need to transfer.
Yeah.
So just press home, the bottom button on the right. So now we have to turn off the camera, and so now since we just unboxed my dad's console, I can go here. I can take this time to talk about my experience with this system. So when I purchased it, I got the console and also a couple of games. I got Snipper Clips, Mario Kart 8, and Splatoon 2. Because that's like the reason I got the console was because that game was coming out. I did put in my 3DS for it, but I put in both of my 3DSs because I had both an old 3DS and a new 3DS, both of them the XL versions. So this box is a little different from the one I got my system in. It's the new red box model. And on the back of the system, you would see a model number difference. It would say HAC001 on the back of my system, and then HAC001-01 on the back of his console, since it's the new revision. The only advantages to the new revision switches is that they have a little bit better battery life. And since I don't play out of home that often, battery life isn't really an issue for me. It's just that since I've been getting more digital games, this SD card actually came from a mishap because we were buying micro SD cards to put in our smartphones. So we bought 3 of them because we thought that Mom's phone would support an SD card, but no, it didn't. I'm actually recording this on, and we all have Samsung Note 10s, but me and Dad have the Plus model, and Mom only has the standard Note 10, and for some reason Samsung decided to omit SD card support from the standard Note 10. So I did have a 64 gig card in here that came out of an older phone we had. So I moved that card to my Raspberry Pi and put the new 128 gig card that we had planned to put in Mom's phone in my Switch console. It's this SanDisk right here. You can obviously tell because it's like red. So I haven't played it yet. When I saw the trailer for Pac-Man 99, I downloaded it using the Nintendo Game Store website. And got all software. my right Joy-Con experiencing drift? I've got a bunch of games. A lot of these down here are just demos because I never play them. Or almost never play them. And also, it seems that the Pokemon games have gotten pushed to the bottom of the list. And then Mario Kart, Snipper Clips, another free game. That one actually got with e-cards because it's a digital-only title from the Tomorrow Corporation. Now I have all 3 of their games on Steam for my computer, so having Little Inferno on the Switch is kind of redundant. I think I just wanted it to try the cool remote thing, but then we really ended up liking the game. We ended up really liking that game. Minecraft, even though I have it on literally every other device. And then I've got the retro emulation, Tetris 99, Splatoon, one of the games that came with it, Pokemon Home, and I also have the app on my smartphone, Mario Odyssey. The only 2 digital games I have, at least big box digital games, are Mario 3D World and plus Bowser's Fury and Mario Maker 2, both Mario games. And I also have Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle because it's Mario. It's the only time that Nintendo has ever licensed another company to use Mario in their game. Because Mario is mostly limited to first-party Nintendo games. Although I think this game was actually co-developed with Ubisoft, but I think it's mostly Ubisoft. And you've got the apps at the bottom. The Switch Online Center, News, eStore, Photos, then Controller Settings, System Settings, and Sleep. Which is kind of redundant because you can just press the off button to put the thing to sleep. Also, I like that it has because you've probably seen my 2 other kind of like Switch discussion videos, which were the 2 videos and what I call the Nintendo Switch battery saga, which in those videos it was a thing where I had been on a trip and had left the Switch sitting out of its dock for a while, which for some reason that thing depletes its batteries if you let it sit while sleeping. Even though it appears that the console's off, it's actually just dormant. It's still working in the background. Because, like, if there are any game updates or system updates, it would download those and run them. So I made videos just showing how the Switch behaved. The first video was actually how it behaved in an earlier system update when the battery had ran out. It actually turned auto shutdown way before the battery actually runs out of power, so that it can preserve your save data. So as long as you dock it before the console completely runs out of power, it'll keep your save instead of losing your unsaved progress. So that's the unboxing of this new Switch and the long-term discussion of my console. The only differences between this one that we just bought and this old one is just the hardware and the tablet itself. I'm pretty sure that the Joy-Cons, grip, the charger, the dock, and the HD cable have HD cable because I think Nintendo just bundles this HD cable with any of their products that use HDMI. I think because if I look on the back of this, or at least somewhere on it, I don't see any model information. Oh, there it is. WUP 008. That is a Wii U model number. So it's just they revised this cable and made it black to match the black switch. Because this is just because it has a Wii U part number. If it was a Wii part, it would be RVL, would be the start. And the Switch's model codes start with HAC. It's kind of weird how you can kind of tell where a part of a console came from just based on its number. Just based on the model numbers. So that's the end of this video, and I'll see you next time.